driveway here. An immediate turn into this. Okay. Immediate turn into here. Yeah. I do. Yeah, I do have it. It's going to take a few minutes for them to get it ready. Yeah, it's going to take a few minutes for the photos. It's in the back. Yeah, it's in the back of the store. So take that. We'll need my ID. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go and check that anyway. So yeah, take that with you. Yeah, I'm going to need it to check the pressures. Yeah, it's a great vehicle, but no, you didn't. No, I don't feel that way at all. Now you're being too hard on yourself. It's just an issue that it's a regular maintenance. I can show you that it wasn't you at all. It was whoever had it before you that just didn't keep up on their maintenance.